and just walk off in towards the what you all know as the Blue Clan.
Well, despite the fact that we just slew a dragon today, do we want to keep doing some journeying or rest up? I'm good to keep going. I'm good.
Let me see.
If you want me to be useful at the highest level, I should probably rest.
As a reminder, the town is currently empty as you all had the people evacuate.
So basically, what the voice in the sky is saying, we don't have to pay for rooms. They're free here.
Yeah, I think.
Or should we be... Go ahead, please. Sorry.
Like,
we are roughly midday right now, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay.
Above game, I'm fine aside from being down to less than half hit dice. So
yeah, above game, I think we can make it back to like the stupendous stew castle and rest there if we need to.
Yeah.
East Haven.
Above game, you guys would not be able to make it back to East Haven before sundown.
I changed my mind.
However, you should be able. What?
We rode our birds here, didn't we?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, but
taking your birds back. Let me put it this way: sundown is 5 hours from now.
Okay.
And we can, because we can. It's like what, a mile per hour or something.
You guys
like that.
would be able to safely make it to Bryn Shonder before sundown by just simply taking the trails.
Yeah, let's just do that.
And we can also tell the evacuees that
everything's safe.
Town is safe.
Yeah, instead of sleeping here, waiting overnight, then saying, "Yeah, go back."
Yeah, because keep in mind that literally everyone who is evacuated has evacuated to Bryn Shonder.
Yeah.
The town that you're about to walk into is going to be a madhouse.
I shall send Stu ahead of us with a note.
Okay.
Saying, "Dragon down, you are safe to return home."
I will be completely fair with you going on the backs of your animals. You would probably make just as fast of time as Stu would.
I don't believe so because Stu dashes. Like he don't need rest. I can't remember where is my character sheet? I also need to pull Stu up.
I was gonna say how many miles per hour can Stu fly?
1 mile in 8 minutes.
Never mind. Stu is gonna beat you guys there by a couple of hours.
Yeah.
All right. Are y'all just heading to Bryn Shonder then?
I think so.
Yeah.
All right. As you guys follow the path from Tourmaline to Targos, around the time you get to Targos, first off, Stu flies back towards Targos and meets up with you.
Mm-hmm.
Second off, you see a mass of people and kobolds coming back up the road from Bryn Shonder. As it appears they are all returning back to Tourmaline, as that is the only town that got the message in this direction.
Mm-hmm.
They can spread the word all they want.
Yeah. I could probably also send him to Targos.
Well, I mean,
Targos no, we are in.
Yeah.
Did anyone ever evacuate to Targos, or was it all to Bryn Shonder?
All to Bryn Shonder. Bryn Shonder is the largest city in the area. With that said, as you guys approach Bryn Shonder, it is very clear just from the guards on this side being a lot more well stationed up that the city has gone through some trying times in the past 48 hours.
Mm-hmm.
As you approach the gates, the guards stop. Halt! Are you here? Are you here on evacuation orders or official business?
Passing through.
Passing through.
The Shardylin Dragon is dead. killed it. Everyone's free to go back home if they haven't.
If that is the case, you must go and speak with Speaker Shane immediately.
Okay.
Speaker Shane. All right.
Haven't we encountered this dude before?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I can't remember.
Oh, this is Bryn Shonder.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought we were in Targos.
No.
With that, the guard kind of motions, head straight for the center of town to the town hall. I guarantee you will find her there.
Got it. Thank you.
And he motions to the guards to open the gate for your group.
Cool. We walk in.
Excellent. As you come in, you know, looking around, you recognize that a lot of these people are not from Bryn Shonder. Just kind of looking at garb, you can kind of gather. You see a little bit of Caer Dineval. Or is it Caer Konig or Caer Dineval? There's two.
Caer Dineval got leveled, I thought.
Yeah, sorry, it's Caer Konig. You see the garb of people from Caer Konig, garb of people from East Haven. Some, like, very few, but you do also distinctly notice some garb of Goodmead.
Mm-hmm.
And even the poor, like, you also can even notice the poorest garbs of a couple of people from Duggan's Hole.
Oh, no, shit, they made kill them now. No survivors.
I'm not saying genocide.
Hey,
but
at least here they have more options.
As you approach closer to the center of town, things are getting absolutely crazy and hectic as you see more and more guards kind of posted up, people shouting, especially as you get to the town square. Mostly people shouting at the town hall to let them in.
Okay. I don't have thaumaturgy, so I cannot, like, try to part the crowd.
I got this. I will wild shape into a giant elk and bray as loud as I possibly can.
The moment you do, all of the guards pull weapons.
And
it's what the fuck?
In the quiet, I'll just project as loud as I can. We were told to come speak to the town's speaker.
Roll a persuasion. Specifically Milo, since you're the one doing the talking.
Yep.
I smack him on the back with a guidance.
Thank you.
How hard is the smack?
The guards are very clearly shaking from this. And yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. As you see, like, a small little space clear as the people are letting you through.
Mm-hmm.
I'll turn back into a normal elf.
I will say they're trying to make it as big as they can. The moment you wild shape back, they stop. Okay, so hold on. I need to pull up information on the people of Bryn Shonder. You enter the town hall and immediately note there are guards stationed all around the room, and two people over what looks like a massive map of the 10 towns. The first of which you do recognize him. He is a very tall, stout black man, slightly grayed beard, not really beard, but kind of like what I have. almost like a goatee of sorts, but it doesn't go up into the like a mustache or anything. Like standing over it, basically talking what looks like battle preparations. Standing next to him is what looks to be a middle-aged woman, very fine fur garbs coming down, seemingly treating this situation with the utmost respect. And this is the lady that you're seeing.
What's your plan? And
hold on. And the man that you are seeing is, if I can actually pull up his thing, handout, show to players.
Yes.
We've seen him before.
Yes.
Yeah.
You recognize the man as Sheriff Markham Southwell. He is the captain of the guard.
Mm-hmm.
I remember him.
So who said what you're planning?
That would have been Delium.
Like the lady looks up and immediately kind of gives a questioning scowl in your direction as Sheriff Southwell. Yes, adventurers. What was your group name again?
Stew Fighters. Thank you very much.
Right. The fighters naming themselves after bowls of soup.
No, we have a companion named Stu.
I hold out the homunculus.
Who is named after?
We are not
the bowl of
so.
soup?
How?
Some of us are not so dumb.
What is it that you require? We're currently busy preparing for the dragon.
We killed
What
the
time
dragon.
Yeah. You're good.
You see both of them like.
I will reach into.
Killing the damn dragon. That's what I'm dragging.
I will reach into my bag of holding and pull out the dragon's heart briefly, and then put it back in.
The boom, boom. Well, thank you, adventurers. That gave us a significant amount of time, manpower, and potentially death.
Mm-hmm.
Lightning cannons. You should have been there. It's cool.
It was fun.
As the lady, Sheriff Southwell, does this mean that we can disperse the refugees back to where they came from? I believe so. If the main threat is contained.
Some things to note while dispersing them back home. About half of East Haven has been torched. I can only assume the complete destruction of Caer Konig has happened, and I think Tourmaline is mostly undamaged.
You see them kind of lean down and start whispering to each other, and we'll assess damages over the next few days, make plans to help reestablish our fellow towns. Caer Konig probably is going to have to be left to their own. However, we'll see what we can do about helping with East Haven. Is there anything else, adventurers, that we can help you with?
I do not believe so.
Excellent. As the lady kind of stands from the table and I do not believe I've made your acquaintance. Speaker Shane. It is nice to meet you.
Pleasure all ours.
Very.
Well, I appreciate what you have done for my people and for our effectively our way of life. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have the news to pass on to the other refugees.
By all means.
As you see her step out from the town hall and immediately start giving a speech to the crowd as the doors close behind her.
Mm-hmm.
Sheriff Southwell just looks back up at you guys and smiles like, I knew you guys were good. I didn't realize you were that good.
Yeah, we are now on our way to probably genocide some Duragar, as they are the cause of the Shardylin Dragon.
I see. Are you in need of a place to stay for the night? You look pretty beaten and battered.
Yeah, probably.
I've been called worse.
Well, let's make it to where you don't have to stay at the North. Look, we have bunks here in the town hall. You can stay here for the night.
Awesome.
As you see him going over the map, slowly picking up his troop placements that he's been putting down, as you see him give a beleaguered sigh.
Hey, you had a great strategy. I think it would have worked. In my strategic opinion.
Says the bard.
I am the strategist of the group.
It's just the bard who does not necessarily.
Are you the strategist, Marcus?
I have 0 combat spells. What else am I going to contribute?
I will say you guys did do Bryn Shander a significant service by helping out, but also he has to worry a lot more about the fact that there are 1,500 people in his city right now that are not supposed to be there,
and we're gonna fuck right off and go to a dungeon.
Hey, I may not have been here for the gnome genocide on the Sword Coast, but I'm sure as heck going to be here for the Duragar one.
And Duggan's Hole.
Yes, true. I was not here for that one either.
Oh, guys, I just read this. Maybe you did want the Shardylin Dragon to go to Bryn Shander. The guy who owns Old Bitey was supposed to die if it did.
Can we retcon that we killed the retcon right now?
No, the thing has an entire list based on what cities are hit, saying who lives and who dies.
I will sacrifice myself right now if I can bring back the Charlotte.
I will say, as you guys prepare for your night at the town hall, you do gather little bits of what all has transpired. Duggan's Hole is, for the most part, completely leveled as a town. Of the 50 people who lived in Duggan's Hole, 25 lived.
No, this is an atrocity
Those
that
are rookie
must.
Numbers.
Yeah, they this needs to be this needs to be fixed.
The good news, though, is that Speaker Durmut, the leader of Duggan's Hole, did survive. So they will be able to rebuild.
Will they?
See here. Good news. Everything except the mead hall has been burned to the ground.
That's not that bad.
They lost 25 people. They did not lose their town speaker.
Nice.
East Haven. Thank goodness you guys actually came to East Haven to help, because no one died from East Haven because you got evacuation notices to there in time.
Awesome.
With that, you were able to save the lives of 250 people.
Hey, we take those.
Yeah. A good portion of the southeastern side of the town has been completely razed to the ground, but that will be able to be rebuilt. Although see here, never mind. That's completely moot point here. Care Deneval. Care Deneval with the exception of the castle, has been leveled.
Makes sense.
Everyone, there is no survivors from outside of the castle.
Wow.
So everyone who was not in the castle died. That includes the barkeep.
Oh no.
Because very specifically, the evacuation notice, if I am not mistaken, was specifically skipped Caradan Evil.
I wasn't faster. Stu isn't faster than the dragon, so we just sent it past.
Yeah, right, you sent it past Caradan Evil straight to Caer Konig. Caer Konig survived. All the people were able to evacuate thanks to the notice. In the process, though, the town was leveled pretty much completely. Very notably, though all the people of Caer Konig have been accounted for, there is one person missing from the group. People note that Speaker Trovis, the town's dragonborn defender speaker, was not among the evacuation party. They suspect he may have fallen asleep out in the snow and missed the evacuation.
Of course.
The fucking drunk.
Wow.
Oh, and Tourmaline never took damage because you all were there to stop the dragon, and that is the end of the dragon's rampage.
Excellent.
So all things considered, y'all did pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
Only the east side of 10 towns has been leveled to an extent. There will need to be a lot of rebuilding that has to happen in Duggan's Hole, Goodmead, and Caradan Evil to an extent. Caer Konig as well. East Haven is probably the most still standing of the groups. And all things considered, no leadership was killed. Barely, only minor amounts of civilian casualties. Y'all handled that about as well as you reasonably could have.
Let's go.
Nice.
With that said, you all rest at the town hall with no interruptions.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and consider it a long rest.
All right.
Whoa.
The next morning comes. As you all were passed out in basically one confined room because it was very clearly guard quarters.
Mm-hmm.
That y'all slept in, as you just hear. All right, rise and shine. I understand that y'all probably slept well, but we do need you to leave. These spaces are needed. Our men have been working all night.
Yep.
Got it.
As
All
you
right, long road ahead of us. Sorry, go ahead.
As you guys come out from the town hall, the difference is immediately noticeable as a good portion of the town has dispersed. It's very clear, though, that there are still a lot of refugees here. Looking around, it looks like East Haven refugees have gone back home, but most of the others are still here. It is probably safe to assume that they're having to stay until they have the resources to rebuild their town.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
With that
So the
said,
taverns are thrilled.
the North Look is completely booked out. There is no, you will notice that there are tents pitched across the town. People are actually having to sleep in the snow, simply from how much space was being taken up by everyone. You have to think of it like this: the town's population was 12,000 or 1,200 coming into this. from this entire thing, all the evacuees, it ballooned to 2,700. That's over double.
That's a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. With that said, I'm assuming you all are kind of buckling up and getting ready to just venture out into the wilderness.
Yup.
Yeah.
All right. Y'all good buried up?
Yup.
Yeah. Good berries all around.
All right. Which route are you guys taking?
Well, given that we don't necessarily have to stop in East Haven, we could, just to make sure that Mare is doing all right. If she needs
Mare was
anything,
among the evacuees.
if she needs anything, I don't. It was just a thought.
Here, one moment. I do need to.
I think we hit the least amount of snow terrain if we take the 10 trail south and then break off at that river.
Yeah.
Go past the Idascent.
I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it.
You saying if we go?
Yes. You're gonna cut back through the.
Yeah.
Is there a way to put multiple stops here? But yeah,
Right
so
click.
basically go along the road. Right click, thank you. Yeah, and then follow that, break off at the river, follow the trail we did that one time. Past here, all the way up here. It is 34 miles.
Did we establish a party traveling speed?
Whatever the rate of the axe beaks is, which I think is like 50 feet.
No, hold on. There's a table for this. Hold on. I think we figured it. I was just trying to figure out like what it is in miles per hour.
I want to say it was 1 mile per hour, and you let us do 2 miles per hour when we were coming down the slope because we were effectively running, and they just maintained velocity the whole way.
Yeah. Okay, here it is. If you are traveling on the axe beaks, the axe beaks can move at roughly double your let's see here. Can move at effectively double the speed of a dog sled throughout wherever you guys are going. So they can travel at 2 miles an hour on a proper trail, 1 mile an hour off a trail.
Okay.
So no matter what, this is a multi-day journey.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it always is.
Yeah. I'll measure the other way just in case.
I have to roll the daily dice.
Oh yeah, what's the weather looking like?
I'm just not even gonna bother. You're clear on weather.
Excellent.
Woo!
So that's 7. We are gonna save a little bit of time if we go.
Yeah, it's at least 38 miles taking the Duggan's Hole route.
If we go down the 10 trail, it's gonna be 7 hours to get to here, cross the river. I would say probably if we really wanted to, we could go through here and then up this little mountain pass.
Yeah. Well, at the very least, we take 10 trail down to the river break and figure it out from there.
Yeah.
All right. Can someone please tell me how many miles you guys are traveling?
14.
Like all the 10 trails.
We're doing 14 miles.
Okay, so the 10 you're gonna go all the way to the base of 10 trails and then effectively have to stop for the night.
Yeah.
All right, that's fair. We'll just go ahead and move y'all down there and just say you're stopping.
Swaggin'.
You guys kind of pull up to this area, like past the sunset. So it's getting cold. I mean, it's always cold. It feels like there's no warmth coming off the sun in Icewind Dale.
Uh-huh.
So you basically have traveled here. It is the night has already begun at this stage, but you see a little bit of tree coverage and figure that this is probably your best location to stop for the night.
Cool. Tents, all that good stuff. Who's watching first?
I can.
Everyone, passive perceptions, please.
Okie dokie, let's find that.
16.
18.
14.
Hold on, please.
Holden.
Oh shit! Someone might shit themselves. Oh holy shit!
I already shit myself. What? Someone else needs to do it.
As you guys are beginning to set up the tents, anyone who has a 10 or higher passive perception, let's be completely
That's
fair,
everybody.
notices off to the west, coming up over a hill, there seems to be a bright light.
Mm-hmm.
Artificial.
Give me an active perception check.
Sure. I think I have roll 20 set up, or beyond 20. I mean, let's see. Let's see. Is this coming through? 9.
That is a nat 1.
I got snow in my eyes. I got no idea.
Can I make an active perception?
Yes, absolutely.
15.
This light, very much seems to be unnatural. It almost seems, you like, as you're trying to perceive it, you get a cold feeling in your heart. This thing is not something you guys really want to be trifling with.
And so what is it? It's a glowing, like...
All you can see at this stage is a kind of cold blue and white light out coming just over the hill to the west.
I'll make the active perception then, see if I can get anything further.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
You okay. That actually is a little considerably better here. Fagrius, you because thanks to your dark vision, you're able to make out a little bit more from it as you see the light coming out, but you notice how it seems to be highlighting the outline of what looks like a man.
I've beat glowing dudes before.
Mm-hmm. I'm getting a bad feeling about this one, Gary. If you could just like preemptively pop the tiny hut for the night, that would be great.
That would be very much wise.
Standing in the tiny hut, and it is white on the outside and disguised so that it blends in with the snow.
Sweet.
As you all begin this, so you're all hiding in the hut. Is that the?
That's what Milo's doing.
Sounds like the smartest thing to do.
Are there windows?
I will say, Tellian, even though you made your blizzard check, a snowstorm seems to be picking up out of nowhere, very much seemingly unnaturally.
That's not a good thing. Into the hut.
We got them frost demons.
I ain't seen shit like that in a long time. I'm getting amen.
Everyone in the hole.
We in the hole.
Remember when I told you all about the blood war?
Not again.
Killed again, Paul.
No, I'm tired of this story.
This light, you all can still see through the hut, so you can see out there. This light keeps getting closer and closer as you see more and more the outlines of what appears to be a nomad. It appears to be that of a Regid nomad. Tellian would probably be the one in the group who has the most experience with that, given his history with the tribes. However, very notably, none of you can see this person's face, because all that's emitting from his hood is the cold white light. Let me pull up an image for you guys as you can now very clearly see this thing.
Great.
And it is not pretty. Where is he? Come on. No, I don't need a stat block. I need his handout.
Oh, hi.
Nah, I'd win.
He looks friendly.
Does he walk close enough that my detect thoughts could be used?
He does. He is continuing to walk as he walks over the trail and is going, by the looks of things, past where you guys are. But I'd say yes, it is. He is probably within range of it.
I'm just gonna peek into this thing's brain or whatever it has that conducts thoughts.
Milo, make a wisdom saving throw, please.
I got you. I got you. I have to do the stupid thing, you know? I'm too curious. 7.
Milo, you fall to the ground of this hut, trying to hold back shrieks of terror.
Oh god, how much psychic damage am I taking?
You're not taking any psychic damage, but this thing is rendering you are frightened.
Okay, that's fair.
As you hear a voice booming into your head. This is the doom that awaits you all. This is the fate of any who dare to claim what is mine. Behold the final light. Cease your quest.
Huh? I'm
No.
just gonna repeat that to the group.
The only person who can hear this is Milo.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm just gonna be like, I don't know what this thing is. It said to not be going after whatever its treasure or whatever is. I don't know.
It continues walking. It doesn't notice you.
I think I would prefer the migraines that the nautiloid gave me from its distress signal overhearing that again. I don't know.
That's a strange thing.
Apparently that is the fate that awaits us for continuing to go after something. I don't know.
Huh.
It said cease our quest here. I say no. But that's
It
what
might
it's
be
wanting to
scary.
say. Yeah. Oh. I'm
Might be
gonna.
scary, but there's 4 of us and we're dumb. We got this.
Facts.
You know, I should really take curiosity killed the cat to heart sometimes.
You forget the second part of that, though. But the satisfaction brought it back.
I was not satisfied by that.
Cats have 9 lives. Mortal beings normally have 1.5.
True.
Very insightful from the cleric. Appreciate you.
Is that medical?
This creature just continues walking as he passes your hut, probably a good 20 feet away, and continues just shambling forward.
Wonder who that thing works for.
I
Say, probably Aurel.
yeah.
Safe bet.
I would hazard a guess to that. Maybe it's to deter people from trying to actually steal the tome. I don't know.
That'd be smart.
He's like, that's a big old can of nope right there.
Sprinkled with some fear droppings.
Fear droppings, is that what we're calling them now?
Yes.
Milo,
I'm pretty sure I had some fear droppings.
You slowly but surely regain your sanity.
That's good. I'm going to go to bed.
Ezra, I need to know, when did you put wood into our chat?
What?
Oh, Lightwalker showed up. Marcus saw it.
would.
With that said, who wants to take first watch tonight?
Gary can
I'll-
do it.
Yeah. I'll take second.
Oh, Gary, roll your perception for watch, please.
Oh wait, no, we don't do physical dice in this game. God damn it! He rolled a 3.
Well, I will say you're gonna be under. You would have been under disadvantage anyways because the blizzard that is unnaturally spawned around you all. Doesn't matter. The 10 is not good enough to see anything regardless. You don't see anything. Granted, nothing attacks you guys, but you don't see anything.
Cool.
Midnight hits if you're looking to swap your watch.
Yeah, I'll take watch from you.
Yep.
Okay. Perception.
I wasn't mortally scarred by Ice Boy, so...
And Tellian, we're still under the blizzard, so disadvantage.
Yes. Let me give you a second one. 11 total.
Similarly, you see nothing.
Cool beans. Who wants third? If we do third here, I can't remember.
No, third's not necessary. As the sun begins to peek over the horizon, once again, no warmth is felt, but the blizzard, completely unnaturally, it is raging outside, and it just stopped.
I don't like those walkers.
I don't know, look pretty friendly to me. Look like a shining beacon of light.
Maybe it's friendly, and we just have to give it a chance.
Yeah,
Warm its heart.
everything deserves it. I think everything deserves a chance unless your name is Asmodeus.
Or Marcus.
Yeah, it's a fucking
Don't
name.
fuck the cold light walkers, please.
Don't kink shame me, Mark.
I wasn't kink shaming you.
It was a request.
I understand the implication of the emphasis on that. You fuck you.
With that said, hold on. I need to roll dice for the day.
Whenever we go on an ad break, I have a story for you all that I think you will enjoy.
We are on an ad break, but I'm streaming on YouTube too, where that doesn't have ad breaks.
Okay, never mind.
It after stream. Keep it in mind for after stream.
I got absolutely murdered during my D&D
Put a pin in
session
it.
last night.
Oh no.
Disintegrated. There is no body murdered.
Actually, I will say, let's go ahead and take a quick bio break for anyone who needs it.
Okay.
Cool
Okay.
beans. Back in 5.
So, I will tell this now. So, I play a druid named Frog in my friend's campaign. She's running Witchlight.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're at Downfall, the town, and she's like, "Yeah, there's some creepy looking fish in the lake," and I'm like, "I want to talk to the fish, and let me talk to the fish." So I cast Speak with Animals. I go up to the fish. We have a small conversation, and I'm like, "Hey, how's it been going? Like, anything bad happen here? You know, tell us about the hag?" ? And the fish is like, "Yeah." And then I was like, the fish was like, "I like frogs. I'm jealous that they can walk on land, though." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, frogs are amphibians. They can do that." And then the fish brings up newts and goes, "Hey, wait, what are newts with gills called?" And I'm like, "Axolotl." And before I can get the word out of my mouth, she goes, "You axolotl questions, don't you?" And I fucking lost it.
I don't have the rim shot on my soundboard anymore. Otherwise, I would have done it.
I don't think there's no
was-
coming back from that.
No, there isn't. I left the call for like 2 minutes.
Hold on, let me see if I have a rim shot.
Worst of all, my frog frog's family was this campaign after Witchlight is going to expand into something else. But Frog's family was killed, and her daughter's name was Axolotl.
Oh.
Yeah. But here I drew a comic. It's not. It's certainly something. Where's this Discord?
I've got to say, I'm really glad that we're getting more actually into the more like subtle horror side of this campaign. The more we venture away from 10 towns, the more that's gonna come in.
I like that.
Yeah. I do love that comic.
You asked a lot of questions.
See here. I'd like to read you guys the afterword for this campaign because I think it's very fitting because you all know when this campaign came out, right?
Basically, when we started it, right?
Well, a little bit after, but yeah. Isolation is a big theme of this adventure. Little did I know that Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frost Maiden would be published during a pandemic that would isolate billions of people throughout the world, myself included. Like trapping us in our dungeons for weeks on end. Only now do I understand how the people of 10 towns must feel.
Nice.
This campaign came out near the end of 2020.
Mm-hmm.
So, very interesting timing. I gotta say, I love that we're gonna get more and more into RL's bullshit.
Good.
Cold light walkers are one thing, but
Yeah, don't peek into the mind of that thing ever again. Noted.
here's the lesson for you, Mason. If it looks like it's something out of a horror movie, don't peek into the mind of it.
Okay, look.
Milo needs notes. What is this thing? Looks like it's made of magic. Oh, my brain!
So do y'all watch what's this fuck? Jaden Animation's roommate, Alpharad.
Yeah.
No, this was a Jaden video. Have y'all seen the Pokemon game show videos that Jaden Animations does?
I do not follow her.
I don't think I've watched those yet. I usually watch all of Jaden's stuff, but I guess
It
not
might
that
have
one.
been on like her second channel or something. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But it's like she's asking questions like what Pokemon is like secretly closeted, that kind of stuff. And it's
that.
very, very silly. So my best friend wants to do it with our group. So she created like profiles for each of us, like strength, weakness, special ability. So
Yeah.
my strength is a bitch. My weakness is a simp, and my special ability is a monster fucker.
What the fuck did it just come back to?
Some admissions of guilt, apparently.
Yeah.
I literally just came back to my special power is monster fucker.
This is what I do shit like post wood at monsters a lot, and so my friends are calling me monster fucker.
I take it the franchise Monster Hunter has a completely different meaning for you.
Jacob, bro.
The majority of people here play that game, so, you know.
So wait, Ezra, do you follow Alpharad?
Vaguely. I don't follow him.
Okay,
but,
fair enough.
like I like his content.
I will say, as much as I feel like Among Us content has completely been played out, I do think that his Among Us content is really funny, specifically because Jaden is involved every time. No, and like I remember there was one thing where like Jaden just walked up and murked him, and he goes, "Okay, Jaden and I live together, as you know, and before we went to our separate streaming rooms, I said I'm not gonna kill you tonight." And she looks at me and she says, "I'm only gonna kill you if it's funny." That shit wasn't funny.
It was funny to chat.
Yeah.
And like, and after the game, Jaden ended up winning that game, and Jacob was like, "Okay, Jaden, I need to know what was so funny about that kill." She goes, "Oh, it was funny because it let me win." With that, I think we're all back.
Yes.
But so with that said, let's figure out how far we're going on this adventure. Passive perceptions for the day, please.
14.
18.
Teen, sir.
All right. You know what? I should just have a freaking notepad open.
That's so much. So much text.
Okay, forget it. With that said, from this, I'm gonna say you guys can travel. I'm gonna say you can travel at 1 mile an hour. I'll say somewhere between 8 and 10 miles in a day.
Okay. Are we gonna have any difficulty crossing the river?
No, the river is completely frozen over at this point.
Ooh. So,
Remind me again how long this eternal winter's been.
Let me go to the forward. Give me a minute.
I would say probably make either about here or like the tree line somewhere around here.
That makes sense.
Cool. You want to tell me how long this has been going on? Okay, sorry. It's an Appendix C.
Ah.
Fucking Arl. Who knows Arl's decisions?
Me.
It happened sometime after the Sundering. Does not give a time frame beyond that.
Awesome.
100 years. Because this takes place in 14 something DR? 30?
Good night.
All right, so we're hitting that 8 mile point and stopping for the night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well then, let's go ahead and just park y'all here. Y'all get into there. I will say, surprisingly, no interactions throughout this entire journey so far, outside of the Cold Light Walker. But regardless, you guys hit a point where you feel safe that it's about time to set up camp for the night.
Okay.
Also, I'm assuming you guys did good berries. I'm just going to move forward with the assumption that you guys have had good berries and that you are ticking off a spell slot for it.
Yeah, I'm operating at like -1 spell slot every time.
Okay, cool. With that said, who's taking watch?
Good berries.
What's your name?
It's not good, Barry. I can tell you that.
Aren't good berries cantrip?
Another.
No, it's
first
level
spell.
1.
Me plays a druid, has no idea how to play the class. I don't know, man. I chose Circle of the Moon because Owlbear go burr.
Ah, yes. Yeah.
That's fair. I can take first watch.
Okay. Whoever's taking watch here, roll perception.
Perception. That one, I fall asleep.
Are we in a hut, or are we just out in the open?
We're in a tiny hut.
Yeah, tiny hut.
Okay. Milo fell asleep during his watch. Honest question for you guys. Who is gonna take second watch?
I'm an
Is
elf.
Milo
so...
supposed to wake you up?
Well, I mean, the elves both wake up, so...
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, there would have been a lapse though, because
Yeah.
even trance is 4 hours. I would have fallen asleep, so it would have been a 4 hours
Yeah.
without a watch.
That's not a perfect lineup.
Yeah. Regardless of which, the hut's still pretty solidly concealing.
It's also mostly invulnerable. If I'm
Yeah, it's mostly invisible, too, which is also really helpful. It is a really good traveling spell. I will give you that.
Mm-hmm.
With that said, whoever's on second watch, roll perception, please.
You got it, pal.
You're going? Okay.
14.
Hellion.
Me.
As you are on watch, you get a chill up your spine, which is
I look for
odd,
like.
which is really odd for you, considering you don't feel cold.
Yeah.
As you notice outside the hut, the snarls of what feels like a winter wolf.
Oh, I don't fuck with
Puppy.
those.
As you see her nose hit the ground, sniffing very anxiously, as you hear a voice that sounds familiar to you. Like, do you think they went this way? As the wolf turns back and says, their smell is around here. We'll have our vengeance soon enough. As you look, Tellian, as you look, you see what looks like to be a female Verbeeg following behind the wolf.
That's right. That's right. We killed her husband.
right. I was like, who?
Deserved.
Sorry. Kill is the wrong word. Murdered in frozen cold blood.
Oh,
Still deserved.
give me a history check, Tellian, or just like a general self-knowledge check.
You got it. 7.
The wolf looks familiar to you as well.
Didn't they have?
We killed the wolf's friend or mate or whatever it was.
We did. That Mark.
You
because
cut
no
out.
one else was
You cut
here.
out.
Oh, I said that was when Marcus and I almost died because no one else was here.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
wondering why. I was like, why is no one else recognizing this wolf? I'm pretty sure I recognize this wolf.
As they seem to walk, you notice they're walking up the path that you guys have just come.
I guess we gotta do another murder, my guys. I ain't
As they
apologizing.
walk into the snow.
So they're
Not
heading
noticing
where we
your
came
type.
from.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, so we don't have to do a murder. Okay, cool.
Not yet.
Yeah, but the moment they realize they're going the wrong way.
When everyone gets up and wakes up, I'll give a casual, friendly reminder. Hey, just by the way, last night the wolf whose mate we murdered and the Verbeeg whose mate we murdered are chasing us, and they can smell us, and they're close, and they'll turn around once this trail gets closed, and some sixth thing I'm sure I forgot.
Well, it's not very good at all, is it?
You
We
had
dealt
to
with them
go and
before.
murder her husband and the wolf's brother.
It's a skill issue.
Still issue.
If they just kept their HP above 0, they'd be fine.
If they tried to talk to us instead of flat out assaults,
Yeah.
that is not my fault.
Okay, first off, the wolves, yes, that was assault. They fucking wanted you dead. The freaking Verbeek, you went into his house and
Secure your house
murdered
better.
him.
Still a skill issue.
Put
Was gone.
signage that,
Out there.
like, how did I know it was a house? I saw a pit of
Still-
things, and we're like,
Yeah,
oh
exactly.
wait, I guess
This
we
is
should
still
probably,
a
you know,
skill issue.
leave. And then he comes in and like, hey, what you doing in my house? Like,
So,
no.
Jacob, specify that it was frozen ass cold blood, more frozen than the fucking regular glacier. And that is correct.
Still a
Yeah.
skill issue. I fail to see how this is not a skill issue.
Oh no, this entire situation is a skill issue because A, you didn't kill the sister wolf, and B, you guys left when you heard the wife come home.
I'm saying it's a skill issue on their part. They should have been able to defend themselves better.
All I'm saying is you have created this.
Oh,
They have a
I'm
higher CR forehead.
We are their origin stories. We can take credit for that.
You
Just
ruined
make it
a
easier.
Verbeek household. I'm not gonna say you ruined the
Homewreckers.
wolf household because the wolves were kind
Wouldn't
of
be the
already
first
fucked up as it
time.
was.
wouldn't be the first time. Yeah, sure. Just blame it all on
With
Raditch.
that said, the morning comes.
Not the only thing.
Nasty coffee,
Ew.
my friend.
The morning comes.
My nickname in high school.
Can we please?
We're gonna start making our way.
Mountain time, baby.
I'm gonna keep the detect thoughts up to be searching the 30-foot radius around me.
I hope that 30 feet is enough range.
Me too.
We'll be fine.
So, because you guys are beginning to climb, and you're going to be getting into extremely steep terrain, once again, I'm going to be cutting your axe beak's travel time in half.
That's fair.
So you are down to half a mile per hour.
Cool.
Oh, correction. You're down to half a mile per hour once you hit this point.
Okay.
Because it's very steep in there.
So
So you basically get to this main clearing up here when by the next time you have to stop for the night.
okay.
With that said, let me roll dice for the day to determine whether or not you guys are dying or not. Oh, okay then. Interesting.
Will it snow? Will it snow?
No.
Yes.
It'll snow with the
Snow is
blood of our
good.
enemies.
Snow is going to be due 5 hours into your long rest for the night.
Oh, okay.
That's fine.
With that said, similarly, you get up here and you set up camp. Are we back in the hut?
Yes.
Yeah.
I will say this hut has seemingly been extremely useful.
Assume it is a ritual spell. Assume we are camping in the hut at all times.
Fair
It
enough.
is the travel spell.
Yep.
Yep.
Good berry in the hut. What else do you need?
Yep.
Who's taking
Combat
first watch?
spells.
I'll take first watch.
You can at me next time. It's fine.
Go ahead and roll for me.
Disadvantage or advantage or normal.
Normal. Blizzard hasn't started yet. Pretty solid. The most that you hear is howling coming from down the path you guys came.
Relay this information to the party.
We'll get there soon.
I certainly hope so.
All right, next watch. The blizzard begins.
Mason, you or me?
I'll do it. Even though it's probably
disadvantage because of the blizzard.
yeah, it's probably better for you to do it, but that's you know, why not? 19.
Not bad.
That's not
I
bad.
might not have rolled that.
Mason, your detect thoughts is not going off. No worries.
Good.
However, you hear down the thing the howl and then a shit fuck.
Can I make an insight to see what happens? Just hear that. Is that also disadvantage or is that normal?
No, that'll be regular.
Okay. What the fuck just
Very
happened?
Clearly the wolf. I think you can assume the Verbeeg was riding on the back of the wolf, and the wolf slipped on the trail and fell back down the mountain.
Rip.
See? It's a skill issue.
It's been made evident,
Called-
apparently.
This is just called natural selection at this point, okay? We just advanced it.
See,
We are the fast forward button.
what we do when we encounter this lady, we give her the ultimatum of you can leave us alone or die like your husband. Get her down to nearly dead damage and be like, "Are you sure you want to die?" We'll give her the chance.
Hear me out.
What
Instead
about
of the
the wolf?
ultimato, gun.
Laser. Yes. I wouldn't mind spending a laser charge. Get somebody being so defiant.
One moment, guys.
You were trying to avenge your wife. Get shot.
Is that a kick pop?
Don't mind me.
Kick pop.
Hope brought me a cake pop.
Nice.
I will say we're about to our stopping point for the night, I think.
Cool.
The next morning comes, you continue on your journey. The good news is the rest of this is not steep. So by about midday, you have once again come to the face of Sunblight.
So, here's the question, guys. Are we just gonna go in Leroy Jenkins, guns blazing? Or do we want to have some decorum in entering? Honestly, at this point, I'm kind of opting for the first.
Well, I was actually going to suggest that since we have hit the face of Sunblight, it might be a good time to stop for the night. Because
Okay.
this thing is a massive fucking dungeon.
It'd be good to not have like a month or so in between dungeon entries.
Yeah.
I agree.
But just
Alright.
for the sake of, like, what are we doing next time, so we don't have to sit here and make a plan? Are we gonna try to have some decorum in entering? And if so, we can take the time to think about that. Or are we just gonna go in and shoot the place up?
Second.
Okay.
I like the second one.
Yeah.
They put a dragon on the 10 towns.
We
so-
we have all rights to murder them. I just, you know, do we want to do it from the inside out or from the outside in? You
Yeah,
know?
we could talk
No
our
hostage.
way in and kill the big boy first. If we can get to the big
Well,
boy.
actually, if we do it from the inside out, that gives people time to flee. Instead, we can go in shooting. You can find a way to barricade the door so no one can leave.
We're not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with us.
You better call an ambulance. You better call a team of clerics, not for me.
Got it. So when we reconvene, that is what we shall be doing.
All right.
Awesome.
Well, good session, everyone. I
Mhm.
understand it was a little bit lighter than normal.
It was fun. I still enjoyed it immensely.
Good to get dip our toes back in.
Mm-hmm. Also, the Eldritch Horror.
We got some good content. We're good.
Yeah.
Also my nickname in high school.
Wait, good content or Eldritch Horror?
Yep.
Now. What are you talking about?
I also love the fact that we're now on to enemies that you guys have absolutely had a hand in creating for your.
The consequence of our own actions.
Dang. Alright, well, if this is where we're ending, thank you so much, guys. If you're lurking, I shall be back tomorrow with some Tears of the Kingdom. Probably going to be doing a longer stream since it's been a bit. But yeah.
The only tears that are going to be happening tonight.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That was a good one.
But thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.